fictional armies that may or may not be able to beat the Doomslayer from Doom. That is what we're going to discuss today, and we are going to be talking about everything from the White Walkers from Game of Thrones to the Flood from Halo to the Spain's Marine of Warhammer 40k. So, without further ado, I am overdosed on caffeine and probably close to half a kilogram of butter chicken and rice. And without further ado, we will get into the video, starting with the forces of Mordor from Lord of the Rings. Okay, so understand this. The only strengths that the forces of Mordor really has is that they doesn't operate on any kind of moral at all, and they are able to reproduce like a massive amount of new troops in a very short amount of time. But when it comes to the Doomslayer, they can't reproduce or produce new soldiers and battalions and artillery and everything they need and troops and stuff fast enough for the Doomslayer not to be able to take them out. So I think the Doomslayer will just rip and tear and just beat everyone until it's done, okay? He will go up there, just see that first orc, start ripping, and then don't stop until he comes to Mordor and just completely destroys the tower that Sauron is controlling like the orcs from. So I'm totally honest, I am putting the forces of Mordor from Lord of the Rings into rip and tear. It's not even close, okay? It's zero diff, literally. Like, it's not even close. Next up, we got the forces of Hell from Doom. So, the main advantage that the Doomslayer really has here is that he has a lot of experience from earlier with fighting this army, right? So basically, the Doomslayer has been fighting these demons from hell for, like centuries at this point. Like, the main strength that the forces of hell has in Doom is that they are able to reproduce as fast or faster than the Doomslayer can kill off the demons. Like, they literally have like infinite amount of respawns. So they don't win against the Doomslayer, okay? They can't take him out. The only thing they can really do is to try and avoid him. Like, I don't think you understand. Like, when the demons of hell is taking over and taking control of a new dimension, they are trying to take full control over the dimension as fast as they can before the Doomslayer is able to arrive, because they know that when the Doomslayer arrives, it's over, okay? He will just beat everyone until everyone is gone. But unfortunately, they have an infinite amount of respawns, making them like they don't really win this scenario, but they are able to put up some resistance. So I will put them in resistance because they will put up some fight. They will definitely give a challenge, but he will be able to just rip and tear everything that is in his way. But there will be resistance, so I think that is a fair placement. So next in the queue we have the rumbling from Attack on Titan. Okay, so the main concern of the Doomslayer here is, he could of course take out every single one of those Titans, like zero difficulty. But the real question is, could he take out all the Titans before they manage to complete their mission, which is basically to just trample every single human in this world, like go over the entire world, and just have a tourney where they just trample every single person to death. So that is a real question. Could the Doomslayer really kill off every single like Colossal Titan along with Eridan's Founding Titan before they can manage to just completely destroy the entirety of the Earth? So yeah, eventually the Doomslayer will be able to like kill every single Titan on this within the walls, but it may take some time. It will take, maybe, to be honest, up to maybe 2 to 3 days before I can do like and kill all of them, which may be enough time, but there will be some difficulties there. So I will put the Rumbling from Attack on Titan into no diff, because he could beat every single Titan in the army, like with 0 difficulty, really. And next up, we've got the Space Marines from Warhammer 40k. So the reason that many people think that this army will be able to like maybe kind of put up with the Doomslayer is that they have this insane power armor, right? This insane force armor that basically makes them tolerant to everything that they can be hit with. Like, they can tank artillery, they can tank tanks, they can tank basically every single thing that isn't like a huge enemy energy strike, like a nuke, for example. I don't think they're going to survive that one, but they can tank close to everything, okay? The only thing is that this power armor is probably not going to do that much against the Doomslayer, because, yeah, don't get me wrong, okay? This armor that they have on, it is insanely powerful, okay? It is able to tank close to anything in their cannon, but the Doomslayer, like, when you see he is like just killing off all these demons from hell in the Doom games, you can see him just like ripping them open and just splashing their head against the floor, right? With 0 difficulty. And canonically, the creators of Doom has confirmed that every single Titan's skin is basically like as tough as carbon steel. So I think I will be putting the Space Marines from Warhammer 40k into some resistance, okay? I think they will show some resistance. There will be a challenge, but I don't think they will really be able to put up in the long run with the power of the Doomslayer, okay? And next up, we have the Empire from Star Wars. Okay, so the only like reason I could see the Empire winning is that I don't really know if the Doomslayer is going to be able to tank the Death Star. Like, don't think he would be able to take a full force on hit from the Death Star and go without like any damage out from that attack. So that is like, but that is like the only chance they really have, using like some kind of super force weapon to just obliterate him along with an entire planet, right? Except from that, I don't think they could really do anything, because, yeah, he would be able to just... A normal blaster wouldn't do anything to him, because cannon-wise, like, his armor is literally impenetrable, and I don't think they would be able to really hurt him through that armor. And like he could just kill off every single clone and every single stormtrooper in the entirety of Star Wars, I think. The real question is, could they reproduce and produce new troops like fast enough to kind of hold him back? That is the real question. I don't think so personally, but they still, I still think they have some chance with, you know, the Death Star idea. So I will be putting the Empire from Star Wars into, yeah, no diff. To be honest, you know what? I will be putting them up to some resistance, bottom of some resistance. Okay. Next up, we've got the Flood from Halo. So basically, what the Flood is, it is kind of like an ancient parasite, you know, that goes around and just collects every single. Its goal is to collect every single like intelligent being in the universe into this big hive mind. Right? So it basically uses every single person that it collects into like the hive mind as kind of a neuron in an AI system, you know. So the Flood basically absorbs and gets the knowledge of every single person that it absorbs. So it is basically just, it will just go through like the whole universe and just consume every single being. So I don't think really, like, they would probably try the common tactic that they normally use, just to try to overwhelm the Doomslayer with like an insane number of people and stuff. But to be honest, that would be their downfall, because like the Doomslayer would be able to tank every single one of them. He would be able to just rip them open and be done with them. Okay. The real question is, as normal, could the Doomslayer, be able to kind of like take out every single person in the Flood before like they can reproduce? To that, I'm going to say probably not. But they would maybe be able to cook up a way to defeat him. Through the fact that they basically just collect every single intelligent being in the entire universe into one hive mind that is able to just so this hive mind, like the Flow, just becomes the most intelligent being in the entire universe, basically. And the Doomslayer, they would probably try to analyze the Doomslayer and try to find out his tactics and a way to manipulate him. But first off, like, what can they really do? The only tactics he have and the only like morals and kind of idea he have is just rip and tear until it's done, basically. So he will be just, the only tactic he has is just to kill everything that is in front of him, basically. So I am going to put the escape the Doomslayer and hide from the Doomslayer, but there's pretty much no way that they would be able to actually kill him. Okay, so for that reason, I'm going to put it in 50-50. I think that's fair. And next up, we've got the White Walkers from Game of Thrones. Yeah, no. Okay, so the White Walkers, they are kind of like the Flood, okay? They just pick up new people through consuming like real people. It's what time am I saying? It's basically just a common zombie apocalypse, okay? Uh, it's just a zombie apocalypse, just that there is like one single intelligent being that is controlling the whole army. But yeah, they are definitely getting no-diffed by the Doomslayer, okay? So for that reason, I'm going to put them along with the forces of... actually, I'm going to put them over the forces of Mordor, like, in terms of... No, just wait. In terms of, like, how long they will be able to last against the Doomslayer, because I think they would be able to kind of just put up with him for a while, you know. But there's no way they are surviving any of that. So that closes the discussion of what armies would be able to beat the Doomslayer. So basically, no. Just no. There aren't a single army that I could think of that would be able to actually beat the Doomslayer. So that closes it up for now. I will probably upload some more Doom content and definitely do a lot more of tier list ranking out in the next month or so. And then I will see you in the next video, and remember to like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and then I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.